matter for both teams, because if Maresca drop more points, it's going to be hard for him to win the Premier League this season. Even though it's game week 2, anything can happen, but you need to start picking up points everywhere. For West Ham, they are looking for their first points of the season. You are going to talk about transfers again on the show, because Jackson is the hottest talked about player now in the market. Newcastle is looking for him. Aston Villa, even yesterday, Bayern Munich inquired about Jackson. We are going to talk about that all on the show. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and today we talk about the Premier League that is playing game week 2. Good morning, John. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. A fantastic morning to you, Godwin, and every Super Sports fans joining us live on YouTube and tuning in via the radio. You guys are the heartbeat of our community. It's a wonderful day to talk football, especially talk about Westham collecting another beating today.
Good morning, Nancy.
If you reach Western time, all of them mouth go dey sharp. You people will be coming down. It's game week 2. We can still win this league, but it's fine. Welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome to the show, guys. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Bolt FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's start with the first game for today. The Premier League is on, and the second game week 2 is going to start today by 8 p.m. West Ham will host Chelsea in the London Derby. It's going to be an interesting game. Chelsea is looking for their first 3 points of the season. They got 1 point against Crystal Palace. For West Ham, they were trashed last week by 3 goals by newly promoted Sunderland. So it's going to be an interesting game for both teams. But West Ham needs to start picking up, or else, they wished also relegation this season. If they keep losing games, this thing might work. But so in this particular encounter, West Ham hosting Chelsea, what do you think will happen in this game?
Potter, I'm calling out to you because I'm hearing rumors that Havertz is living on loan, and most of my players who came good last season are living on loan. The ones who went on loan last season are back in the side now. Talking about Agard, I feel like he's trying to play a back 3 in a system where it has not worked before. You're trying to play a back 3 against a Sunderland team who play progressive football, they play attacking football, and they sit deep as well. And you're starting all the old men that cannot run in midfield. I ask myself, even when Man United tried it last season, they cried. The pair of Eriksen and Casemiro, and that's what he's playing. What Prowse is just there for set pieces. If you want to play set piece, you want to play corner, sub him in. After the corner kick, sub him out. That's what he's good for. After corner kick, sub him out and let other people continue football. Then when you get another penalty, you sub him in, or when you get free kick, you sub him in again. That's how you're supposed to be doing with Prowse, not play him 90 minutes. But how will you have a Guido Rodriguez and a Ward Prowse when you have a Thomas Sunchek and Edson Alvarez in what's it called, Giheme? Even the new signing that just came in now, you're playing him off as right wing and wing back Diouf. I don't understand how you have these players and you keep shuffling, you keep making them play positions they're not used to. I've not seen Potter play a back 3 system before. If he's trying it newly, he should not use West Ham and try. He should go and use Chelsea and experiment with the back 3 system, because this one is now painful. Because how can I lose 3-0 to Sunderland, newly promoted side, and still come in this one now? And I'm looking at Chelsea, who are very, very dangerous in front of goal. Because this Chelsea side are very dangerous in front of goal. And I don't have the physical defenders to keep them out.
Okay, John, if you look at this game, Chelsea, Maresca needs to start winning games. They bought plenty players this season. If you look at the players they bought from Gittins to Estavo that came in, plus Joao Pedro, plus Delap, everybody, they bought in a whole lot of players, even though they are trying to sell some of them too. But Chelsea should start winning 3 points, because if you look at other things around them, the Arsenal, the Liverpool, the Manchester City, these guys are looking like they are not ready to drop anyhow points. So Chelsea need to start winning 3 points if they need to challenge, if they want to challenge for the Premier League this season.
I don't think challenging for the Premier League this season is, let me say, an option for Chelsea. It's a product of necessity right now, because I think with the Club World Cup win in the summer, with the Europa Conference League last season, they have all the right incentives in place to go on and challenge for the title. I don't think Enzo Maresca can come out to the press with his full chest and say that this season top 4 is the target. It has to be challenging. Whether you are well equipped to challenge or ill equipped to challenge, a challenge is what all the fans are asking for, and a challenge is what will keep you on the job, not falling off away and struggling
For
to
top four.
finish fourth and celebrating at the end of the season like they did last season, but all is forgiven. I think if you're looking for 3 points in this life and you ever needed one, West Ham Stadium is where you get your 3 points, or West Ham are the ideal candidates to give you your 3 points, because right now I think the team is in disarray because the manager is still finding his feet. He's still trying to put things, to restructure the team in the way that it will fit him. You get me? So I think Chelsea can come in here and get a win if the Chelsea that won the Club World Cup turn up. But if the guys that had a blundering first game turn up, then West Ham could peep them in this one.
Chelsea has won 5 of their last 7 Premier League meetings with West Ham. So they are favourites. Obviously,
Yes,
they are
now.
favourites to win. But anything can happen in football. Chelsea, but they should be winning this particular game. But I don't know, so we disagree. But collecting 3-0 from Potter.
You say
from
Chelsea.
West
You say
Sunderland is
Chelsea.
too much.
You say Chelsea have bought and they bought well. Where all those people they buy? Wait till do them against Crystal Palace.
And they still the entire.
You
Wait, I'm
where
not
your
back.
team against Sunderland?
The team say
Amaket.
my team against Sunderland.
Blow out, how
No,
far?
wait, no. See, calm down. Now, mistakes say I use that word. Blow out. Because my team against Sunderland, they didn't impress me. In defense, they didn't impress me. I've always said it about defensive pairing last season, even under the field manager Julio Enciso. I've always said it under him that this pairing will not get us anywhere. This season, you're switching to a back three, you're bringing in Agard. Waiting to my Mavropanos. Waiting to my Greece god. Or Greek mint. Waiting to
A new manager is around now.
Leave new manager.
That's what
If you could,
happens.
if a new manager
That's
is
what
around,
happens
see,
in football.
no matter how new manager arrives rich, there are some defenders you cannot just leave on the bench.
Oh wow! What it happened at City when Pep came in and said he doesn't want what's this guy is the goalkeeper,
Leave that
and
thing.
he was out.
He doesn't want the goalkeeper. That one. There are some players you cannot put on the bench. If you don't want them, sell them. Let's know if they are not there. Mavropanos is like a mint. What he does in defense is something you cannot. It's something you cannot. You don't expect him to do. Against England, you saw how he played and how he led the team to winning England in that match. You get.
Let's not
Against other
forget that
team,
Mavropanos is still a byproduct of Arsenal's,
I not tell you where he come from.
Let's not come and write him up as if he's a superstar. In the EPL, he's not in the top 50.
Did you play him? Did Arsenal that you want to corner? Did they play him in any match, top match? No. Academy graduate, he don't come up for Arsenal. He don't go. He don't take away they hear the name Arsenal. Save. I'm just saying this player came in under David Moyes, did well under David Moyes. We won the league with him marshalling defense. John, calm down. We won the league marshalling with the won the UEFA Europa Conference. The only trophy we get surname and middle name. We won the UEFA Europa Conference League with him marshalling defense alongside now under Lopetegui. There's a bit of switch. We saw the loan, the bringing in of what's it called from Tobido from from Nice on loan. Thank God, say my name even by that guy, and he didn't even pay me say even did that guy, but he did my team. We brought him in on loan.
The player is not your problem, though. Your club is.
He's making errors.
Your club
See,
is.
when you're pairing with somebody and you cannot position yourself properly, it becomes a problem for the defensive line.
I like the way you passionately talk about West Ham.
No, Godwin. It's the love for the general football. Forget it, I don't like Chelsea like that, but I know Chelsea is a good side. I'm not going to take away that credit because Chelsea man go say I hate them. You're playing against me today. I'll have to hate you today. Okay. Maybe from tomorrow I can start supporting, but I feel like Lopetegui has made the mistake of shuffling the team. Thomas, what's your name now? Potter, come in and correct that error.
How are you blaming Lopetegui for shuffling a team that it's his responsibility?
And he almost carried them go relegation.
Yes, he almost carried them go relegation. This season, you are actually going on relegation this season.
Potter cannot do that. Potter, I believe in you.
Talking about Chelsea, if you look at the striker again, who do you think will start today's game? Joao Pedro started last week. He didn't really do well. Probably the lap because he played maybe 25 minutes. I cannot really judge him, but they have at West Ham again. Do you think you should reshuffle that striker? Probably this one plays this week, the other plays in place next week, or do you think that they will continue with Joao Pedro and bring in the lap again?
I think they should start with the lap and then bring in Joao Pedro.
So you keep switching on.
There are players, yes, there are players, even boxers. I don't want to talk about boxing. There are boxers that are counter boxers and they are knockout boxers, and so you have a tool for every job. And I feel like Chelsea struggled in the last game because the lap was not available. The guy that was available is a drifter. So that was João Pedro. He's a drifter. You need somebody who is a pure 9 to play that role, and then let everybody service him football.
Well, João Pedro did his magic at the Club World Cup. He scored
Alpha,
fantastic
our
goals.
market.
But it's
no.
game, Sha.
How market?
It's the lap will be on the Japan will start. No, how market?
Our market.
See, for me, I will say this. For the Chelsea side, they have options everywhere. Now they have options in
Options
midfield.
plenty.
Options there. Now, if he wants to play a 4-4-2, which is going to have a problem playing in this kind of team, if he wants to play 4-4-2, it depends on who is going to be. Now you see Jackson on the bench. But I feel like in the last game, we lacked the attack lacked that physicality or that person who can hold up play and have a proper link-up play, hold up and link-up play. They lacked it in going forward. Jackson was not there, and Jackson is that one person that is physically able to do that against the Crystal Palace defense. He can hold up play, rest on the defenders, and allow players running behind him, and he drops the pass. But he's not there. And against West Ham, they'll be needing that kind of player. But I feel like against West Ham, with the defense line that's happening now, once you run, you always get that crack in defense. And if anybody that can pick that pass, they're on go. So anybody who starts, they always just make sure you're making those runs in between those defense line and you're getting the passes. That's if Chelsea will give them those passes while they're making those runs in between defense lines, and they will break it.
Okay, let's
because
see.
That defense line is something I don't trust.
Let's see West Ham. Let's see who's going to start for Chelsea. If it's the lab or João Pedro. I have this feeling that João Pedro will keep starting until, because part of the thing about the strikers is that you have to be consistent. If you play probably 3, 4, 5 games straight, then they probably, if you are not scoring goals, then they might change you. But I think João Pedro will still start. But we'll see. We'll see who is going to start today. But West Ham is going to host Chelsea in today's first Premier League game today by 8 p.m. Let the better win. Let the better team win. Let's get your prediction for that game. West Ham versus Chelsea. Give me your, who do you think will win that
Chelsea,
game?
3-0.
Chelsea to win 3-0. Just they support Chelsea. No, so you got support your people.
I'm going to lose 3-0 against Sunderland. I'll call another 3-0 against
Why is
West.
Sunderland fit score 3? Why Chelsea no go fit score?
Chelsea will
tell
score
you.
1.
Why Chelsea no go fit score 5?
Now, I want to surprise you, John. You see this match tomorrow
I cannot
morning.
be surprised.
Tomorrow morning we go come here. I'll be the one laughing. It'll be because if I play 0-0 draw against Chelsea, it's okay. But I know say
It's okay.
I know say I go beat Chelsea
As a
for
relegation bound team.
I know say I go
that's
beat
fine.
Chelsea for East London Stadium. May I call the name for East London Stadium? I go beat Chelsea now. East versus West, and whenever East versus
London
West
Stadium,
meet,
please. Not be
whenever
East
East versus
London.
West meet, East they always conquer. So
Okay, let's see. Maesca was talking to the press yesterday, the press conference. He was talking about Fofana. Remember, Fofana is always injured, but he said that he's saying that his player that he loves, that he's still going to play. He's going to be at the squad and he probably gets some few minutes in this particular game. But let's see if he can stay fit. Another players he talked about is was Jackson and Nkunku. His direct statement yesterday that we will see if they are going to be with us. If not, it means they have found a solution. I think it's better if they find a solution, because they are going to be more happy if they go away from Chelsea. Both will be at the squad tomorrow. So both Nkunku and Jackson will not be playing today. They are not going to. Both of them will not even make match day squad.
Of
that
course.
means their option also it might not even work at all, because Jackson is not going to be. They say they cannot even play a 4-4-2. They have to play one striker and one striker who will be introduced in that game. But let's see who is going to start. If it's going to be the lap or the lap or João Pedro. Let's see who's going to start today. Okay, other games that is going to happen today. Just one game at the Premier League. If you go to the Bundesliga will start today, and Bayern Munich will play RB Leipzig. I made a mistake and said it's going to start last Friday, but it's going to be this Friday. Today by 7:30, Bundesliga will start. Fantastic game of football. Two big teams are playing. Who do you think will win this particular game? Bayern Munich or
who will be the big team?
Bayern Munich is a big team now.
You said 2 big teams.
Leipzig is also a big team.
When last they be big team?
They never win anything, but they are still a big team when it comes to
If na so Sunderland I lose to last week na big team.
But in this particular game, who wins in this game?
It has to be Munich one. Don't care how you want to call it. Munich winning.
Okay,
With the multiple sales and the dressing room fracture right now at Leipzig, I feel like, because they're not certain if Xavi Simons is leaving. So if he's not leaving, he's starting to this game. So is his heart going to still be at the club? That's just with the multiple changes happening in Leipzig right now. I just feel like they can challenge Bayern Munich in this one, or just play, draw, or win, unless they have dressing room fractures, which I'm not sure of because of how they are selling players. with players gone, you cannot predict who is going to start. That's one thing, and you cannot predict how they are going to set up to play. So because that unpredictability is the edge they have over Bayern Munich at the moment.
Okay, let's see who is in that game. So it's going to be Bayern Munich by RB Leipzig. That's all one game in the Bundesliga. Other games will happen tomorrow. I'll come tomorrow and I'll give you all the fixtures of tomorrow. In the La Liga, Real Betis will play Deportivo Alaves in only game that will happen today. In French League on, PSG will play Angers. Who wins in that game, PSG or Angers? Everybody knows that PSG will win. Make we no to stress that one. But when I look at Ligue 1, I'm hoping that Monaco will challenge because they have Fati. Even though Fati and Pogba did not play last week, they are going to be in the squad for this particular game, this particular weekend, second week too. I'm hoping that somebody will challenge PSG at least. I think part of the thing that helped PSG, they won the league around January, February, so they could rest the players and focus on the Champions League. They were resting players. They were under any pressure in their domestic encounters.
So they won the league late, middle of March.
Yeah, they won it even early.
They won it.
They were miles away by January. Come on, let's not even go there.
No, they were miles away.
They were miles away from January. That led them to also prioritize.
They were miles away in January, but they also had people chasing them.
Yeah,
I think 5 points above Marseille.
If you are in February, you are playing a league and you are maybe 8-9 points ahead of your opponent. Or you could, you can still win games. It's PSG, so you could rest your star players in some games and focus on the one you want to focus. But let's see who is going to challenge PSG for the league this season. I'm hoping that Monaco, because they have Ansu Fati in that team and have the great Pogba in that team now. So let's see if both
even
of them,
Marseille too with Aubameyang. Unfortunately, they lost, and it's 38 games. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I'm trusting Monaco because I know what Marseille for the past season, they give me joy. I don't know why.
They give us joy last season.
They give me joy.
They give joy last season.
Yes, but something is happening at the French League. I think 2 players have been suspended as well from the Marseille team, Rabiot and one other guy.
They are going to. They are fighting. They fought in the training ground. So they're going
after the loss against Lens.
So let's see who is going to challenge PSG for their league this season. Particular season is going to be an interesting league next season. Okay, let's move away from club football and let's talk transfers. Okay, before we talk about transfer, let's go to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at both FM Sports, and Farouk is here on the show. He said Farouk is a good morning, good people. Chelsea straight winning with not less than 3 goals. So I do not support you supporting Westham because I don't want heartbreaks for you all. Okay, this season, please change club, I beg. And also, we're not going to change the club. He likes Westham, but let's see what will happen. And okay, Adeyeri is here. Say good morning, Godwin. How are you? Nkunku, Nicola Jackson, and Wisha for £70 million deal, and add-ons for Wisha deal to Newcastle. Now, okay, let's see. We are going to talk about transfers immediately. Okay, talking about transfers, Jackson is. Let's start with Chelsea because Jackson is on the news. Nkunku and Jackson, Marcel have said that both of them are not going to be in the squad. Both of them have to find solution. If they don't find solution, they'll be reintegrated back to the squad, which is understandable. But he said that it's better for them to leave. They will be happy. That means even if they stay, they will not go see.
No, it's simple.
They will not go see his game time.
It's just simple, man. It's a better solution for everybody.
You get better game time. If you stay, your game time is restricted. You already know that.
You might not even be making match day squad.
That's the thing, though.
You might make match day squad, but it's not going to be as you can make match day 2 and this
last season. How many of these guys that were frozen out made match day squad?
That one
is when you have games against Noah them and all these guys. They'll just bring
that one.
And it's 1 or 2 of the guys that were frozen out.
He told them clear cut. He told them clearly, I don't need you. You are not in my plan. He knows these 2 people are in his plan, but he doesn't know how to put them in the plan because he knows that he has got a replacement for every of them. Last season he told them straight up, you're not in my plan. After the son went on loan, he started finding a way to bring them back to his plan because of injury crisis, and I think he sent other people out on loan as well, and he froze more people out of the side. In this thing now, he's telling you it's good for is like a friendly advice. Yeah, my guy, I'm your guy. I cannot lie to you. This team is stopped. You cannot play in this team. You cannot get minutes in this team. Go somewhere else so you'll be happy. But if you want to stay, fine. You help in the dressing room, you help in the training ground, you help us play middleman, you be our middleman while the environment is still how it is.
So Nicolas Jackson, in all of these players, even Chelsea, Nicolas Jackson is the hottest property. I won't call him property, hottest player now to leave Chelsea because 3 clubs has inquired for Nicolas Jackson in the last 48 hours. First is Newcastle, second is Bayern Munich, which was a surprise for me, and third is Aston Villa. Emirates has already spoken with Nicolas Jackson, but the problem is money. They don't really have money to bring him, so they have to find a way if he's going to. Remember, Emery was his coach at Villarreal when he was at Villarreal, so
And
they
he
know
was-
you know
you know
him
to- you
in
know
a
to use am
personal.
quick.
Yeah.
But if you look at these 3 clubs, I think Bayern Munich is far-fetched because there is no way you can go there and bench Kane. Kane is just forget it, it's impossible. But no, Kane cannot play the whole minute.
Of course,
So
you can't.
So
too.
that means he has to be
Kane,
introduced.
even when Kane want to play the whole minute, there was a time Thomas Muller was in that team.
But my
And he
point
was
is,
introduced in from the bench.
my own is that you probably have no. If for example, there is no guarantee that he cannot go on long-term injuries.
Of course.
Or something can happen to him. So it's possible if he's fit, he might probably play, maybe rest 1 or 2 games. But I think that one is probably, if he goes, he's going to challenge. But if he goes to Newcastle and Aston Villa, if he goes to Aston Villa, he has only 1 striker that Watkins. But Newcastle don't have a striker. If he goes in there, he's playing number 9.
Of
So
course.
I think him going to Newcastle should be the best option for him.
Um,
And they are playing Champions League too.
Yes, Champions League football is a good incentive for him. Secondly, there's no structure right now in that attack line, and he could be the main man. Like, for all the talk about all the strikers that Newcastle are linked to, it's not written in stone that they will sign all 3 of them. So Newcastle may just end up getting Jackson in and maybe a Wisher. Of course, both of them will have to fight for that 9 position and make that position their own. So I think in that sense, but for Aston Villa, I don't think Aston Villa have the financial muscle to pull this deal off unless, because there were rumors making the rounds yesterday that there's a possible move for Gibbs White. Let's see how that's going to. Was it Gibbs White or
For Aston Villa.
Yeah, for
Liam
Aston-
Bailey.
no,
So Eberechi have
no,
left, Ramsey have
the
left.
10, the 10.
What's it called now? John McGinn or Telemans.
No,
For
not
Aston
John
Villa,
McGinn.
it's John McGinn, Telemans, Morgan Rogers. That's
Yes, Morgan Rogers for Arsenal.
And he's
So
not going nowhere, bro.
if that deal happens, or if it happens, they could have the cash now to go in and get a Jackson. So I think the best option still remains Newcastle because of the vacuum. The difference is now going to be, can Aston Villa make?
I don't know why
place?
you guys are saying the Aston Villa have money. Jacob Ramsey don't go.
They almost for 40 million pounds.
40 million or so.
Yes.
They have money.
Liam Bailey don't go.
They
Leverkusen.
have
No.
money, they have small money.
That money there.
Where the money
They
dey?
don't
I
have
think,
money.
Where the money dey?
Wait, I don't know why we are
Godwin, in
No,
a
let me
way,
finish,
in a
let me
way, the
finish.
money dey. In a way.
Aston Villa, John Duran money, we know he doesn't do anything.
Thank you.
You
That's
get-
why I say money dey.
Money there. But John Duran money, maybe we use and collect players on loan. You get that na one. Then
How much you pay for the player wey you collect on loan? None of
pay
them have
salary
loan
now.
fee.
We pay salary now. No, they get loan fee. We still
They
pay
whine
salary.
me.
Now, after John Duran, the small money they from that place. Jacob went for 40 million plus. So plus the add-ons. Newcastle will pay the add-ons. They will have to pay 10 million add-ons. They will have to pay. Then Leon is going on loan. From loan to possible permanent deal. The money there. So we can sign Jackson to Aston Villa and make him one of us. You get? We can sign him to Aston Villa and make him one of us. You did that us you can make it laugh. I don't like it. Or better still, if he wants to go to Munich and play from the bench, it's fine because everywhere he goes to now, I'll tell you for the fact, even at Newcastle, if he goes to Newcastle, he still plays from the bench for the first 4 months. You get until he proves himself.
How?
I tell you as he be. If you go Newcastle
Who
now,
won bench am for Newcastle
go
now?
Newcastle
No,
now-
excuse me, no. So no. Let's
if you
not
go
go.
Newcastle now,
Who
you
won
go
bench?
dey bench.
Who won bench am for Newcastle?
who wants bench for Newcastle?
Yes.
No worry, I'll give you the answer tomorrow when they line
You
up.
dey whine yourself.
I'll give you the answer tomorrow when they
You
line
dey
up.
whine yourself.
But again,
Bro
and
moves
again-
into the starting 11
and-
immediately
and-
he signs that pen.
and again, I think there were rumors last night for strengthening the Wolverhampton Wanderers what's it called, striker. You get options there for market. It's just the problem is who will Newcastle get. It's not who will really go. I'll believe he will go to Aston Villa where he's worked with the manager before. It's not that the manager is going to every club and bringing him along. It's just that the manager wants to help him get his confidence back, get his goal scoring form back. The goal scoring form, the 1v1 situation, he used to meet himself and beat the. Just needs to be a player that takes some players 1v1. He go dribble you, he go sit down for ground. It doesn't need to be physical. He needs to be slick.
Okay.
In Villarreal, but in Chelsea, that slick attitude is missing. What he has is just
new atmosphere.
That's what I'm saying. That
new style of play.
The manager at Aston Villa can help him get that back. But where you get both the physical attributes and the slickiness.
We have to see where Jackson is going to decide. But 3 clubs are available for him. He has to choose. But if it's not about him choosing, also it's
about the club having the money.
It's about those clubs agreeing with Chelsea, because Chelsea is going to stay up from £50 million up. Chelsea is going to sell from that. They are not going to reduce their price because they think that Jackson is a good player. And a club like, let me give you an example, a club like if Newcastle comes, they have money. They have to pay. So, but let's see with Justin, because Justin have to leave Chelsea. Nkunku have to leave Chelsea. He was probably the German clubs are looking for him. Leipzig and Bayern Munich we are inquired about him. So let's see if both of them will find a club, because remember there are only 10 days remaining in the deadline before the transfer closes. Just 10 days. Every transfer must happen within the next 10 days, or else anybody that doesn't get a transfer will stay back at their club. Remember, for Chelsea, Sterling is still there. You need to find solution for Chelsea. For Sterling, the Zazi is still there. You need to find solution for him. So they need to find solution for all these players. They don't need. Ugochukwu is still talking with Dortmund. For Chelsea is looking for permanent transfer for Ugochukwu. They don't want loan, but Dortmund is still looking for, let them take him on loan and see if you can sign him. But Chelsea is saying no. It's either people come with cash or leave it. So there are still negotiation for Ugochukwu to leave Chelsea to Dortmund. Okay, let's move away from Chelsea. For Arsenal, as I'm talking to you now, Eberechi is having his medicals at Arsenal as we are talking. As I'm talking to you now, and that medicals happened this morning. Right now, he's having his medicals. He's going to sign his contract this weekend for Arsenal. He didn't play the game last night, and the coach said that he's happy for him to move. He wishes him good luck, but he's not going to play for Crystal Palace, so he decided not to play him last night. But Eberechi will sign for Arsenal for about 67 million pounds. That is the deal that Arsenal paid for him to move from Crystal Palace.
I beg them where Arsenal, where una dey see all this money? Because if
they say players, they buy players.
If now some certain clubs now they go to say Man United overpaid for especially see people clubs they signed this summer. 7 goals product. They sign up for 50 million, 55 million. 7 goals product. You go see person 7 goals a season. Tottenham signed 1. I think 2. 7 goals a season. Chelsea signed. Arsenal now they signed 7 goals a season players. Arsenal, this is the second or third 7 goals a season player where Arsenal they signed for heavy fee. Not Madueke and Eze 7 goals, 8 goals a season.
Well,
but yet you people want to kill the other team in Manchester. That they are overpaying for players. That was the question I was living with last night, because when the news broke that he's agreed the deal, the Crystal Palace, I don't know what the pay structure, they negotiated pay structure with Arsenal for like, I think for 3-4 days. They didn't hit the conclusion, and yes, the Arsenal submitted a bid, and you already agreed. What was the pay structure like? They never talk about it. Maybe after the medicals, they'll give us up expo of how the pay structure will be like. I understand that, but you announced yesterday you want to sign a player. As fast as it is, Fiam. The team has already, because we were hearing that he was going to play the last game for Crystal Palace at home and say his goodbyes. Last night we didn't see him in the lineup. We didn't see him in the match day squad, and we were supposed to like, okay, at least day for match day squad. Maybe if he tell us say bye bye, you don't go to the other side of London. But it is what it is, and I'm still asking myself, why would they cover that amount? 67 is too much.
Well,
also, I will still say that relative to whose pocket it is not too much.
Relative to which pocket
65 million for City is pocket change.
But
65 million for West Ham is life generational changing money.
Not talk like that.
It's generational changing money.
Not talk like that.
65 million for Arsenal is relative to what they spent for Madueke. You can't expect them to sign Madueke for 53 and then go and match that same price for Eberechi. Bro, those two players are not on the same level.
I'm just saying, these same Arsenal fans, Gordon, I'm just saying, these same Arsenal fans will tell you that Man United overpaid.
Well,
for a player who has more productive season in the Premier League than these players.
That particular signing for Eze, I think for fans, for Arsenal fans online and offline, I think he gave them a huge boost, especially taking them from the mouth of Tottenham, gave them an extra flavor in whatever it is they are happy about. But let's see if it's going to work out. He's having his medicals as we are talking. He's going to sign his contract for Arsenal, and that deal worth about £67 million. So good move for Arsenal. Another player that should leave Crystal Palace is Gay. The chairman said again yesterday that if Gay wants to stay at Crystal Palace, he must sign a contract. If not, in these last 10 days, they will have to sell him, and Liverpool is there. Liverpool is there to buy him. Selling, I don't know why Gay is. I don't know. What I'm thinking about Gay is that Liverpool is not really making that, like, I want to sign you, come. So he's trying to hedge his bet. If the last minute buy, he will probably go to Liverpool, but Liverpool is not probably submitting a bid because they are focusing majorly on Isak. They need another striker in that team. But either Gay stays and signs the contract, but if he signs the contract, it's going to be hard for clubs to pay next season.
I think it's in the best interest of Liverpool fans to tidy up Gay before Isak, because
that one is closer.
It's closer, one. Secondly, we all saw the shambolic first game in the season, so they need to tackle that defense. Even the Community Shield too, they need to tackle that defense, and I think getting Gehi in is the right move. Now the club are in the right position because right now they have the best opportunity to sell him this summer. Anything other than this summer, he could leave on a free. So getting him to stay back and sign that contract is to protect the club as well too, because they wouldn't be wanting to let him go for nothing come next summer. So
it's not good business for them.
Yes, it's not good business. So if you, and we all know that if this was next summer and he still has a new contract or he extended his contract, you are not going to get him for less than 70 million. He's an Englishman, QED. So get him now for 40, 45, or he stays back, signs a new. After all, he's the captain, man. He's not under any pressure to leave the club, and staying at Crystal Palace is the best thing for him. Talking about the World Cup and other competitions for England in general, so it's the best move right now. So if Liverpool really want him, get him in before he signs a new deal, because trust me.
How are you sure that staying at Crystal Palace is the best move for him? What if his agent has told him
it's the best move for him?
What if the agent has told him that, see, if you're not playing for a big team, England might not call you, because you've seen that as a pattern recently.
Wow.
No, we've seen that as a pattern. You must be playing for
of the last 5 international breaks. He has not been missing.
See, this guy all thanks to Graham Potter will change the system. Before now, who you be? They play for Leeds United, don't play for English national team. If you're not playing for Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, you're not anywhere. It was even before olden days. It was when I was saying Alan Shearer they played for the team, was when Newcastle was still dominating the Premier League, when Newcastle was still a big team. That generation when Newcastle was still a big team. Now, if you're not playing for the big six, you're not going to be called up. Graham Potter, what's it called now? Sorry, I said Graham Potter.
Southgate for you.
Southgate changed everything, changed the system. Where you're getting a midfielder from this United to come and play, where you're getting a defender from Crystal Palace to come and play.
I can argue that, because if you look at those positions that he brought in players, no English player was playing in those top class in that particular position. For example, Phillips was there was no number 4 that was playing in that top 6 that was English. So you couldn't call anybody from Arsenal that was, because Partey was there most times in the last 6 years. So you cannot call any player from Arsenal to play defense for England.
Let me not surprise you.
There is no better CB in that English setup right now apart from Gay.
Let me not surprise you. At some point, he brought in there was a Jordan Anderson for Liverpool. They went to bring in a Declan Rice from Westham. Which manager? I still ask you. You never. Which manager? Even
we are saying the same thing. That's what I'm saying. If you look at that period, those big teams you are talking about, they didn't have English players. One English player was playing for Chelsea that did well. That's the point.
In this scenario now, while we talk about want to give credit to Southgate for picking these guys from these other smaller clubs, you cannot also throw away the fact that at this particular point in time when they were called up, they were in razor sharp form. Fantastic performances week in, week out in the Premier League. And how, for example, you can't expect Jordan Anderson that may be out of form, still playing when you have a Calvin Phillips that was lighting up the Premier League in that position, it's common sense, man.
Have you forgotten?
So
Have you forgotten that? Have you
and
forgotten
secondly, this current manager now, Thomas Tuchel, has, for all the games he's been in charge of, he has brought Aghehowa along, and he has brought a couple of other guys that were outcast under the last regime along, the interim regime of your man Casley. Brought them along too.
Casley went as far as the French Ligue 1 to get players in. So no thought say they froze them out. He just rested them. He knows they'll still always be there.
Oh.
But I just feel like this game matter if he goes to Liverpool, because I'm still saying it. There were times where even if you're playing from the bench, as long as you are playing for a big team and you're playing on the bench, you make the English team. As long as you're playing for the big team, you're playing for the big C's. Even if it's from the bench, you're playing 5 minutes from the bench, you make the English team. There's a time Milan was still doing like that now. You will play for. You will still
Those
get
times are long gone.
That's what I'm saying. System
This
change.
time
Because,
around, if
wait,
you are not playing week in, week out,
understand. System change because one person implemented the change.
Let me give you
Now it's not a chain reaction.
Let me give you an example. For example, in the defense, tell me which big six that is big five or big six English player that is dominating in that defense. For
thank
example,
you, man.
Apart from Cole that plays for Chelsea, for Arsenal, they are not English player. For Manchester United, only Maguire.
So they are not English player.
Now.
Ben White now waiting.
Ben White plays from the right.
Ben White
back.
na right back, like the why me.
For Arsenal.
For Arsenal, he plays. I'm telling you, before he came to Arsenal,
Let's not also forget that before now, Ben White too was not available for the national team. So
let me answer you. No, so they called him in. They called him in before he even went to Arsenal. They called him in. Now Arsenal, I think there was a saga between him and Southgate that he left. Now Ben White can play as a centre back and can play as a fullback. You go to Liverpool.
Yeah,
you go to Liverpool.
Who's centre back?
You jump Liverpool.
Okay,
you say centre back. We jump Liverpool.
For Manchester United, it's Maguire.
Man United, Maguire.
For Manchester City,
Stones.
That's what I'm saying.
And they've been playing now.
For example, now Maguire is out of form. He was out of form. Stone was injured.
Maguire cannot be out of form. You will still play him. Look at the Euros they played. He was out of form. He still played.
Why? Because there are no other players
available. That's what I'm saying. But Maguire was available.
Maguire was still growing. Now he has established as a
I'm telling you that
player.
As the English team that you are, if you're not playing, even Man United was struggling. Maguire was out of form. He still started for the English team. That's how it is for the English setup. You have to be playing for a big team.
Also, Adam Watson, did he make that Euros list? Yes or no?
Adam Watson.
Yes
made
or
the Euros
no?
List.
Yes or no? Don't tell me.
Adam Watson made the Euros. Now they thought say manager will make
a
No, you don't understand.
Play from where,
See,
man?
You don't understand what I'm telling you. Managers that made it happen. Who? Southgate. So we are all these players you are mentioning now are under the crop of Southgate brought them to the national team.
See what I'm trying to explain? I think everybody is missing the point. What I'm trying to explain is that if there is a good player playing for any big system, he will play for both.
That's what I'm saying now. Under Southgate.
The problem now is that most English squad in quotes, most of them doing well. They are not playing for the big six. For example, only Rice for Arsenal in the midfield. If you go to Liverpool, there are no Englishman plays for Liverpool now. No, if you go to Manchester United, as I'm talking to you now, no Englishman plays for those two midfielders. No Englishman will play. That's the point. If you go to Manchester City, that's what I'm saying. Komeno will be on the bench. If you go to City, so they don't have really options than to bring this player. But Gay is going to move to, if he wants to stay at Crystal Palace, he is going to
best in his interest.
If he doesn't want to, they have to sell him because they need money. They need money. Talking about Manchester United, let's go to Manchester United. Manchester United are still in trouble because almost Sancho say I know they go anywhere. Anthony is still there, even though that Betis have been trying so hard to buy him, but Manchester United needs money. And so they are not actually going to allow him go on loan, except probably before the end of the window, they might change their mind and he will go on loan. But these players are still at Manchester United and they are still paying them. You need to find a solution. Sancho, we have talked about Sancho him rejecting Roma. He's not going to leave Roma. So
freedom fighter.
Yeah, freedom fighter. They need to find solution, especially for Anthony, because I think for Anthony is 25 years old. And he's a hard worker. But the problem is that they cannot agree fee with Ray Betis. And probably he might try to take a pay cut, but
you see,
that is going to be hard.
The one person that can be reintegrated out of all these three players, the only person that can still be reintegrated into the Man United side is Anthony.
Is Anthony, truthfully.
Because even when Amorim came in, he said it himself. That he works hard. Yes, but it's difficult to see on the pitch because when you come on under that light, the pressure is times 10x. You can be in training. There's no pressure on you. It's just cameras, the manager, and your teammates. You can be doing your best at training. But when you hit against an opposition team, it becomes 10x pressure. The fan base, the noise. Some of us till now don't know how to handle the pressure of standing in the crowd and giving a speech. I'm just saying, some of us, not all of us. Some of us, now that crowd they give us the ginger.
Anthony is the professional.
The fan base, professional. What are you even saying?
Let me not tell you. There was a time I went to play a game.
This is not Guadangwa FC.
Now, even for Guadangwa FC, the time I went to play a game, we were playing against a team that we know are 10x better than us. You get, but because of the crowd, they had one person we talk say, "I sabi play ball, but not just for normal all this our grass."
Anthony's problem is the crowd at Manchester United.
There are some players that do well. That Corona period, when the stadiums were empty.
When you went to Spain, why
Thank you.
He didn't do well for Spain.
Why they don't remove crowd for Spain? Why they don't remove crowd for Spain?
Understand what I'm saying? The environment, the chant.
Baba no be environment.
I think for Anthony, one of the things that will affect him is change of system. The only place he can play now is wing backs.
Which
Dalot and Ahmad is playing from down. So
let's be honest. You were saying now that the only part he can play well is wing back. When this man came in newly, he played as a wing back.
That's what I'm saying.
He subbed him in some matches. You sub him in. He and Ahmad destroyed in that right side. But now it's Ahmad and Mbeumo destroyed because at some point it was him and Ahmad partnering on the right side of the field, and they were destroying people.
Okay, let's
nice. Ahmad and Mbeumo, they will still go on. He can still come into the team and still perform. He can come and play. Okay, fine. You cannot be playing. Dogu, I've noticed that Dogu does not actually make crosses anymore. He wants to drive in and play the shot of cut back. Now, if he play left wing back, he play for Amorim. He play right wing back. He can play left wing back. If you progress the ball, you cross.
Okay. Also, the bottom line is Anthony and Sancho have to go.
The bottom line is Sancho and Garnacho have to go. Make the Chocho come out. Make the Chocho.
Yeah, Garnacho is still on there. Garnacho is
Chelsea pay. You have been selling players for 50 million. Pay 50 million for this guy. He has 7 goals last season.
We have 10 more days for
Manchester
Sancho.
United will take a cut on that expectation.
Garnacho is still there. They are still talking with Chelsea. Chelsea still wants him, but they don't want to pay what Manchester United is looking for. But let's see all these players if they are going to make their way out of Manchester United. For Aston is not going to sell any player or buy, even though there is rumors that Nelson needs to leave. But let's see if that deal is going to work. Nelson is still at Arsenal. He's going to, if they bring in Eberechi and Madueke that they brought in, that there is no way Nelson can play for that club again. So he needs to find a solution. If not, I don't know what.
Is Nelson?
It's not. Yeah, he's still there.
I think he went on loan last season.
He came back. He's still. He went on loan. He's back.
Alone he go.
In alone he go. Yeah, he's back.
Wow.
So let's see what will happen.
Bro, come where?
Leeds
United. Come to Leeds United. We need you. Okay. At Leeds United.
Wisha is still insisting that he's going to go to Newcastle. So let's see if all this. We have 10 more days before the transfer window closes. Every transfer will happen in 10 days. If not, any person that have their own baggage will keep them at the club if they don't find solution for them. But let's see if it's going to happen. Other rumors that Everton is looking for Nathan Ake of Manchester City. I don't think the deal might go through if he wants to do, because Ake has won every single thing he needs to win at City. He won the league, won the Champions League, won everything. So he's 30 years old. He might decide to go and look for permanent.
Get baby face, so.
Yeah, he can go and look for permanent first team football, and Everton is offering him a chance to play first team football. Let's see if he's going to take that. Okay, let's move away from transfer and take phone calls. Before that, let's go to our YouTube channel. Remember, we are live on YouTube at Bolt FM Sports. And the tuna, he said, you look good at with Newcastle jersey. Oh, okay, well, thank you very much. The tuna, I think this is the first time I'm seeing your comment. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. I think he's a Newcastle fan. Yeah. But the tuna, that's what they call themselves. Yeah. That's their name. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to the what do they call it? Derby.
Yeah.
Sunderland versus Newcastle.
Yeah, it's okay. The tonight say you look good at in the Newcastle shirt. Hello from Newcastle. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for joining us on today's show. Emmanuel is here. It's a good morning, guys. John, I love the way you analyze football. Forget also you are a true football fan. Thank you. You don't play John. When John can attack your club now, you don't get fan.
You go agree.
They just get far. Okay. Aderi is still talking about Nkunku and Chelsea moving to Newcastle. Let's see if that will happen. Okay, let's take phone calls. Thank you for all the comments on our YouTube channel. Let's take phone calls. The number to call is 0706-048-5853. When you call, tell us your prediction about the Chelsea game today, West Ham versus Chelsea, or you can talk about any transfer that is happening around Europe. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, okay. What is name and location, please?
My name is Nani from Chelsea Captain.
Okay, what is your contribution?
I want to ask about that other side. If we're not giving us the position about the club.
Who?
Still on other side.
Saudi. You go calm down, no. You calm down. You started their league, yes.
I think they played the Super Cup on Thursday. They played the first here and this team from Benzema. They won against Benzema's team. They are going to play the final this weekend. Yeah.
It's a fact.
About that side.
You said?
For this game, I want them to win.
Okay. Chelsea to win 4 goals to nothing. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see if Chelsea is going to win today's game. Interesting. I know everybody is going to support Chelsea to win. They will be West Ham fan. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
I'm fine. Calling from Amazon.
Okay, what is your contribution?
I believe that Chelsea is about 4-0 today.
Now just they give Chelsea blowout.
I like this. I like this. Like
okay.
Also, you know, say you go settle for draw. Simple.
I go beat Chelsea, no be go come.
Chelsea is not doing well now.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, caller tells the prediction. Everybody.
Chelsea is looking for ways to get their head out of the bag.
If you look at it, everybody will know that Chelsea. Even if you want to bet, you bet that Chelsea is going to win West Ham.
See, everybody's looking at Chelsea, looking to get their head out of the bag. West Ham United are also looking for ways to get their head out of the bag. So it's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be a one-way path.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, 90 minutes.
Name and location, please.
It cannot be a one-way trip. I don't know. Just come to tell me once. Come, I'm ready for you guys.
Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
I'm Edison. I'm calling from yes.
Okay, what is your contribution?
My contribution, I want just know Madrid transfer.
Madrid don't finish that transfer. They don't sign finish. Don't they sign any other player?
You know what I'm saying again?
They don't finish.
Money no day now.
They don't finish. They don't sign again now. I think they bought Casares from Benfica. They bought Trent from Liverpool. They bought Dean from Bournemouth. Dean from Bournemouth. That's the 3 transfers they made. All defenders. So I don't think they are going to buy any other person again.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Chelsea will collect today for West Ham.
You don't support
my guy.
I'll follow my second supporter now.
Have you? Okay.
Both of them go cry tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Okay.
My guy.
You don't get one supporter today. Okay.
I'm here to build a fan base.
Okay.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
This one, they are against us this morning.
Name and location, please.
Good morning.
Prince.
Okay, Prince, what is your contribution?
West Ham 2-1 win.
Not so they get fans. Okay.
And they can't give drop your address. And they can't give you form.
Do not be deceived.
All right. Thank you very much.
See,
okay.
people are forgetting that under Yarmolenko, Lanzini, I beat this same Chelsea woman away.
Okay.
They call Yarmolenko and Lanzini. Not be 5 years ago.
You know me. I beat Chelsea.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, I made the call before Chelsea. Now I want to
Okay. But tell us your name and location.
Very good from the
Okay, what is your contribution?
Don't come West Ham, no. So don't talk. You know the one you talk. You the one you talk because you know our coach. You know our coach.
Okay.
So that much.
Okay, now our coach be your coach.
No, maybe they import our former coach. So in that team. So my prediction is 4-1.
4-1.
And himself known
Alright, thank you
himself
very
known
much.
as tactics.
Okay, on our YouTube channel, Epic Tale is saying Anthony will be useful to Manchester United if he eventually stays back. I love his dribbling and passing ability. He can be good in his days. United will stand. Okay, Barry, welcome to the show. Good morning, guys in the studio. I want to predict that Chelsea is going to beat Westham 6-0. Confirm. Yeah, hello, good morning.
I ain't getting a junction.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Good morning. So Laja calling from Crossroads.
Okay,
Good morning.
your contribution.
No, so my guy. Although I'm beginning to take your analysis as a joker, just seriously, because at times the conversation might be going on well, and then you decide to bring in an uproar.
Okay.
This you questioning the price tag of Eberechi. You are very funny at times.
Okay.
Mbuemo as an attacker playing from the flank. And Eberechi, who he knew that his natural wing is as a midfielder. Isn't, am I right?
Yeah.
And then he scores 7 goals this season.
Yes.
And you are not even thinking of all the rest of the work he's doing.
Mbuemo as an attacker has more defensive records than Eberechi. You can check it out.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you for your
Now, look at it. Wait, chill. Wait, let me finish because you want to pick a fight that you want to win. You want to pick a fight from the angle you can win. In the Premier League last season, Mbuemo covered more grounds than any player in the Big Six.
Okay.
So wait now, this is see he has been at Brentford. He has been at Brentford for 6 years, and he has been covering more grounds. He has been working hard.
Okay.
I'm not going to say he has been scoring. I'm not going to say he has been scoring 20 goals every season.
Let me
Yes, finish up.
Mbuemo, as far as we are concerned, it was the season that just finished that he was brought to limelight. Am I correct?
But he has been doing the work since.
How many years has Eberechi been doing well in the Premier League?
It was the last season we just saw him also.
Wow, that's a big fat line also.
Last season and last
That's a very big fat line coming from you, man. That's a very big fat line coming from you.
Look at it now. You want to talk about Eberechi. You want to talk about Eberechi. He's been 2 years in the Premier League. Okay, fine. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
You have him the season before now. It was he and Olise. That was the season we talked about Eze. 2 seasons ago, and this season, that was the 2 seasons we talked about Eze. Before now, who knew him? That season, who knew him?
I think he moved around 24 years. I think so, maybe 2.
It was last season when we talk about Eze, the pairing of, and that was when we were singing up all high praises about the pairing of Eze and Olise. Then Olise left that summer to Bayern Munich. Then last season he continued alone, which was apart from these 2 seasons. Now name another season you've talked about. So if players come to limelight, you see it will make the headlines. Players have been doing well in other leagues. I'm not because of he came into limelight this season. I will not say he's not been doing well, because Brentford has been in the Premier League for the past 3 seasons.
Okay,
and this Mbuemo has been part of the team.
Let's take phone calls. Okay, yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Come on.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Prince, I'm doing calling back.
Oh, Prince. Okay.
For that last speaker that called Nonso, that is attacking Nonso, Mbuemo has more goal and assist than Eze for the past 3 seasons.
Eze is not a striker, man.
It's
simple and short.
That is packing the box.
You cannot even compare the two, bro. You can't compare the two. QED.
Defensive than Eze.
It's more defensive. It's more offensive.
See, Eze can play as a winger, as a number 10. Mbuemo can play as a supporting striker and as a number 10 and as a winger too. So Eze and Mbuemo play the same thing. But Mbuemo has had more goal and assist than Eze since Mbuemo came to England. So they're not, both of them are not the same. Mbuemo works more hard than Eze. Nobody should argue that.
All right, thank you very much. Okay.
And I'll keep saying that both of them do not play the same position. You cannot compare numbers and stats to that, man.
You will tell me now.
You can't compare a defender to a striker. It's not right.
No, they use stats to win debate.
It's not.
See, you know,
Bro.
there was a time I was telling you about player mobility, and I said I use my player for example. I use my own player where they no gree give contract for example. He played right back, left back, center half, defensive midfielder, striker, right winger, left winger. He has played
Also,
7-8 different positions. Wait, John,
that your guy cannot be a yardstick in this
I'm not telling
conversation.
you he's a yardstick, but I'm
You
just saying.
can't use him as a case study
I'm just
either
saying
too.
he has played and he has more defensive record than anybody that has played. And as a striker, he doesn't have the goals. But the thing is,
let me see.
his ability to
See,
perform.
see.
Let me conclude this debate, guys. I think part of the thing that helps you with statistics most time is the team you play and how your team is structured. If your team is structured to defend more, even a striker will have more defensive, put in a more defensive work. So that's how it works. But let's see, I don't want to enter into the debate of Mbeumo and this guy, but both of them are good players. And both of them are playing.
Only came to light when Tony left the side.
Both of them are playing for a bigger club.
But he's been contributing to Tony's goals.
Both of them are
Nothing
playing,
like that, bro.
both of them are playing for a big club, for Manchester United and for Arsenal. So this season we're going to judge them because sometimes playing for a smaller club, you might probably people might look at you, but when you come to this limelight, when you are playing for a big club, everybody is going to be looking at you. But let's see who is going to perform between Eberechi and Mbeumo. Finally, on our YouTube channel, guys, the tuner is back. He said, I like you guys for what it is worth. I think Chelsea win 3-0. Westham are going to struggle. Chelsea looks very strong. And Double JJ is here. He say they must lose today. West Ham 2, Chelsea 1. Okay, let's see who's going to win today. Chelsea is going to play in West Ham today by 8
p.m. Nigerian time. So let's the best team win. If Chelsea plays well, they win. They're supposed to start playing well because they, in quotes, should be challenging for the Premier League. If they drop more points and other teams keep winning, Maresca will be in hot soup. But let's see if West Ham is going to pick up their first point or first 3 points of the season. My name is Godwin. Tomorrow we are about to give you the full features of the Premier League tomorrow. Bye for now.
To Vote 104.3 FM. We're
No, you get question mark.
These people are shouting. Okay, Double J, welcome to the